Hi everybody, Benazer again. This is kind of a video. I would love to do a chat show, whether it's an online one on YouTube or at the beginning there, or going on to a major TV network. Something like that interests me. I'd like to come up with ideas and for the show and people to interview and everything, and hopefully. I've got a list of people I'd like to interview personally. A lot of them are sport orientated, some movie, musically, and it'd be really cool for because I want to meet these people. And I think the main one for me would be James Harrison of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I would think this upcoming season would be his last season, I would assume. And my condolences go out to him and his family about his dad who passed away recently. Not even a week ago, I don't think, or about a week ago. So I'm really sorry to hear about that, Mr. Harrison. If I ever get to interview you or meet you one day, that would be really cool. And we're hoping to be at the Dolphins game October the 16th, which by the way is the day before my birthday. So. But anyway, James Harrison, anybody Steelers related, I'd love to interview. I don't care if it's previous coaches, previous players, present coaches and players. Present players, Big Ben, obviously James Harrison would be the first one, as I said. Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, DeAngelo Williams, they're the kind of main players that I'd like to interview. Individually or all at once, not really bothered, but, preferably individually, I guess. Anybody from the Steelers, as I said, the Penguins, the Pirates, past and present. I don't really watch much baseball or ice hockey. I really wait until it's almost playoff time for baseball and ice hockey. And I'm glad to see the Penguins are into the next round. They've now got Tampa Bay Lightning. And I live near Tampa, so let's see if I can get to a game. So I've never been to an ice hockey game before, so that would be nice. Musically, there's a group called Faithless. I don't know if they're still making music. I know they had the last goodbye concert a few years back. I'd like to kind of interview them if possible. And that would be a dream for them to, hold a gig where we live, at the nearby town centre or even in the backyard. That would be pretty cool. My own personal set from Faithless, that would be pretty cool. Before or after I'd get to interview them. Noel Barkley, I know they're disbanded, but I'd look really cool. That'd be really cool to kind of get them back together again and interview them too and listen to a few songs from them live. Melissa McCarthy, in terms of movies, I think she's a bit like me. She's heavy set and she's funny and kind of. I don't know. I enjoy watching her movies. Adam Sandler, he's my favourite comedian, or who's alive anyway. Robin Williams, unfortunately, who's passed away, is my most favourite comedian or funny person ever. Those two, I would have loved to see those two do a movie together. That would have been pretty cool, and almost a serious movie I would like to see them do with a bit of humour in there thrown in. Robin Williams, for me, was the best all-round actor ever. I mean, the guy could play funny, stupid funny like Flubber, gentle like in Jack, playing a gentle giant kid. He could play the serious movies like 1 Hour Photo. and Good Will Hunting. I mean, the guy, I mean, Good Morning Vietnam, although I haven't watched it for a while, was, you know, had a bit of all that of him in there. Serious, funny. And Dead Poet Society was another serious one. The guy just, for me, knew what he was doing, and I loved his personality. He just got up and he wanted to be himself, and he can do being what people wanted him to be, which I admire most and respect most about Robin Williams. So it would have been cool to interview him most of all. Musically, Pharrell Williams, I mean, the guy seems to be a couple more brain cells smarter than most people, especially in the genre of music that he mainly did. The guy just seems to have his head screwed on more than most, from what I saw on The Voice. There's not really... Oh, Tony Jaa. I'd love to interview him. I like martial arts movies, and his Muay Thai martial arts I find most impressive. He seems to be more suited to martial arts than most. Wrestling as well. Wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, Mankind. There's plenty of other people out there I'd like to interview, you know, and it would be kind of cool for them to say, well, I'd like to do an interview, let's meet here, and, you know, someone sponsor me to go and meet them there and put me up, you know, in hotels and buy me new clothes and stuff for the interviews and whatever, and kind of make them not into like short interviews, but, you know, maybe, you know, half an hour interviews or an hour interview, just to, you know, get to know the people a bit more and allow you guys to get to know them a bit more. It'd be cool for you guys to put in the comments who you'd like to interview if you got to interview somebody or several people. I know if it was an interview show, musical guests as well, you know, obviously Faithless and Light in there, as I already mentioned them, Niles Barkley to do a kind of reunion set, The Prodigy, the English The Prodigy, you know, their tracks like Firestarter, and there's several other musical groups and etc. Bjork is one. I love Bjork's slightly earlier stuff. I'm not so much too keen on her anymore. I can't really think of anybody right now musically, because I've got so many CDs. You'd think that I would, but Khalees, I'd really like to interview her as well. Find out a bit more what happened between her and Nas, and, you know, how her life is going on. Because I had a crush on Khalees for a while, with all that big old colourful hair from the Kaleidoscope album. But that's about it for now. Yeah, as I said, you know, comment who you'd like to kind of interview. And if you had a musical set, who would it be? Thanks.